Hello everybody, Skottyy here from Blue Coconut Family. I'm here with a mod review. Woo! So, what do I mean by item networks? Well, basically it's along the lines of real networking in real life, except for items in Minecraft. So it's quite a clever concept. Here I've got the basic controls, and as you can see, if I click on here, you can see I'm storing items. I've got gold ore, iron ore, and something called an ME wireless access terminal. I'll come to that in just a minute. But yes, you can basically store items up to huge quantities. You're not limited to 64 you can stick in the slot. As you can see here, I've got 2048 gold ore and 1279 iron ore. And I've just got a giant king slime land in front of my face. You are going to die. Thank you. Ooh. What the Okay. But yeah, anyway. It's like a lighter. I don't get that. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, so all you need basic is an ME controller, an ME drive. So these are the basics. So an ME controller, ME drive, and an ME access terminal. Those are the basics. You need some way of powering it. Just for showing you guys, I've got a creative energy cell hooked up with an redstone energy conduit from thermal expansion. But yeah, how you make these things, so if I go into these. So to make the ME controller, you need 4 iron ingots, 4 flux crystals, and 1 ME advanced processor. To make a flux crystal, you need 1 nether quartz, 1 redstone, and a citrus quartz, which can be mined up from the earth. And it looks like I got something here. It looks like this stuff, and you can find it within the first 6 blocks down from topsoil. So it's quite an easy one to find, but you do need quite a lot of it. So going back to it, to make an advanced processor, you need to smelt an advanced processor assembly to make the advanced processor. To make an advanced processor assembly, you need 1 quartz cutting knife, which is a bit like the saw in old Red Power. You can use it multiple times. 2 redstone, 1 silicon, and a diamond to make the silicon. You need to smelt the citrus quartz dust. And to make it's raining. To make the quartz cutting knife, you need to make 1 stick. You need 2 sticks or bamboo. I think it's river cane. Sorry. 2 citrus quartz or nether quartz you can use, and 1 iron ingot. Which will turn off the rain and shush, sheepy, otherwise I will have to kill you. Ooh, pretty. But yes, that's that. To make the ME drive, you need 2 basic processors, 4 iron ingots, 2 glass, and 1 chest. To make an ME basic processor, you need to smelt a basic processor assembly. Use the quartz cutting knife again, 1 gold ingot, 2 redstone, and a silicon. Quite nice. And then finally, to make the ME access terminal, you need 4 iron ingots, 1 ME cable, 1 conversion matrix, 3 glass. To make a conversion matrix, you need 1 nether quartz, 2 flux dust, 1 citrus quartz, and 4 iron ingots. Alternatively, you can swap the nether quartz and the citrus quartz around and still make the exact same model. So apart from that, you just need the ME cable, which is a nice easy build. You need 6 glass and 3 flux dust. To make flux dust, you need 1 nether quartz dust, 1 citrus quartz dust, and 1 redstone, which is also a dust. But yes, now the other alternative stuff that you need in the mod. You can have a wireless access point, a ME crafting terminal, and an ME storage monitor. These are the basic things you will need to add on, but these are the main things which I use when I use this mod. All the other stuff which you can see in front of you is A, I don't know what it does, or B, I don't find it relevant. So to make an ME wireless access point, you need 4 iron ingots, 3 glass, 1 wireless receiver, and 1 ME cable. To make a wireless receiver, you need 1 flux pearl, 3 iron ingots, and 1 stick or river cane. To make a flux pearl, flukes. Yeah. You need 4 flux crystals, 1 ender pearl, and 4 flux dust. So you need a flux, lots of flux, or flukes. I don't know how to pronounce that, but yes, that. To make an ME crafting terminal, you need 1 crafting table, 4 iron ingots, 2 glass, and 1 access terminal. To make a storage, and 1 storage cell. Sorry. To make a storage cell, you need 4 citrus quartz, 1 basic processor, and 1 redstone. The last thing is an ME storage monitor. To make this, you need 3 glass, 1 ME lever emitter, 4 iron ingots, and an ME cable. To make an ME lever emitter, or level emitter, sorry, you need 2 iron ingots, 1 redstone torch, 1 ME basic processor, and 1 ME cable. Lovely. I am getting showered by blue slimes. See, look. Ah! You've got a lot of health. But yeah, those basic things, and then you can, and basically, let's run through how you set one up. So first of all, you put down the ME controller, like this. That's quite nice. And then you can either put them next to each other, so like this, 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 and this, like I've done here. Or alternatively, you could stick, because you don't actually, you don't actually need to use this. It just shows you what you've got attached on the network. So I can see on this I've got 11 ME cables and 1 everything else, and I've got 2 of these things called precision import and export buses, which I'll come to in just a second. But yes, or you can literally, so for example, let's say this is downstairs in your basement, you can set up a controller and an ME drive for say, so that's down in your basement. Then you can go upstairs. Let's grab some dirt to resemble first floor. So yeah, this is your basement. Okay, you're going to have to use a bit of imagination on this one, because I didn't really think of this before. And then up here you can have your access terminal, and so your crafting terminal and your access terminal. Lovely. Now what makes these special is it's still all connected. Now the only thing I have forgotten is you need some form of power. So to replace this, I'm just going to, and the power has to be connected to the controller. So you plug that in and you should see the green light. You can use any sort of power, but my personal tip is use thermal expansion, because it's nice, easy, reliable power. You can use industrial craft, build craft, and stuff like that, but it's not as useful. It uses MJ, so anything that produces MJ power, then you can plug it into this, which the best one is thermal expansion. But you can use whatever. If you have your own little mod which produces MJ, please, by all means, you use it. So yes, now then your network still won't function properly, even if you got it plugged in. So if I go into the access terminal, I cannot store items. I can't click at all. That's because you need to fill your drive with drive. So if I go in here, you can see empty. You can see. Wait a second. That's 10 slots. There, 10 slots. Now you come in different sizes. You can have a 1K storage, a 4K storage, a 16K storage, or a 64K storage. Now you can have a creative cell, and I don't know what encoded pattern is. Creative cell, it's it's not that brilliant. It's kind of self-explanatory. It's you can store as many as you want onto it, but only up to 63 types. Now what do you mean by this? Now, as you can see in 1K storage, you can store up to 1024 bytes. Now I'm not entirely sure how much 1 byte uses, so let's do a little experiment. So let's put a 1K in here. Now, access terminal, let's put 1 dirt in here. That's used 9 bytes. Now, let's have a little experiment here. If I put a diamond sword in, so let's take that out. So it should be back down to 0 bytes. Yes. Let's put a diamond sword in. Does it use different amount of bytes? No. So, an item is worth 9 bytes. So in here you can store up to 1024 bytes. Now what it means underneath of the 0 of 63 types, now you just put in diamond sword and grass, you see we've used two types, but we've only used 25 bytes. Wait a second. Okay, this is confusing. It's only used 25 bytes, but I put 64 in. I'm guessing, okay, to instantly store it, it uses 9 bytes, and then forevermore, it uses its... Okay, let's take this out quickly. Okay, apparently it doesn't... Okay, I'm not entirely sure how a bytes work. But yeah, the types is how many different blocks it uses, bytes is how many of those different blocks you can store. So this you can store up to 1024 bytes, which is still quite a lot. So let me try and fill that up. I'm still not even close. Let me get some big items. Let's get some diamonds. I think the bigger item, the more it uses, which I'm completely wrong again. But oh well, anyway, you get the point. You can store items of huge quantities in here, and you can search. That's something you couldn't do in chest. You couldn't search. So for example, if you had this filled with different things and you wanted, for say, your grass, you can type in grass and it shows grass. It's brilliant, and you can sort it by using IDs, sort order, change percentage sort, which view, storage that's craftable, that sort of stuff, and it's search mode, which I have no idea. And then yes, that's pretty quite cool. Now if we go over to a crafting terminal, which is this one up here, which has a slightly different thing. So this one you can see the search bar on the side like that, the scroll bar. This one you can see like the crafting bench interface. Here this is very simple. So let me get some. Let's get some stone. So I know I can. Can't I just have normal stone? There we go. There you go, so some normal stone. Let's dump all this other stuff in here as well. Like that. Right, so we've got normal stone. We're going to here, look, it's all here already. Now, for example, I just grab some of this. Like that. That should have made... There you go. There you go. Stone bricks. That's that simple. You can craft directly from Ring without taking it out into your inventory, and it dumps it, and you can pull it straight back into the storage for someone else to use. This stuff is amazing. Now let's go slightly into advanced stuff. So let me grab one of these monitors, and let me pull it up here, like that. Now you can see when you add a new peripheral, using technical terms here, onto the top, it does show like a little loading symbol. That's just, you know, re-evaluating the network and showing what's happening. So for example, let me grab one of these stone things, and let me grab one of these, and let me grab one of these. So let's just say I wanted to know how many stone blocks I had in here without having to search the entire thing. I right click on this, shows me I have 23. This I have 551. This I have 960. And it shows a little picture on what they look like as well, even if you didn't know what you got in your hand. But yeah, it showed you how many you got in the system, which is very cool. I do like that. That is quite a clever concept. So you could almost make up a stock market, for say. So let's have a little go at this. Like that, see? You show how many you've got in the system live on boards. And to make it slightly, you know, cooler looking, let's stick some glass on the front. glass panels. I want to find some glass panels. La 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 la. Fitting glass cover. Okay, that'll do. Oh no, clear glass cover. That's beautiful. Ah, yeah, it's gonna be a problem. So yeah, something like that. So you can't right click and change. But you can view how many you got in the items. So that's quite a cool, clever idea. And of course that changes depending on what you take out of the system. So it now has 0. And it does show 0. So let me try and get an angle where you can see that number. And it updates live. Albeit with some delay, but it's pretty much live, that is. So that is quite cool. Now let's move on to slightly more advanced topics, like the wireless access point. Now, as you can see in here, I've got one wireless access terminal. Like this. This is crafted using the wireless receiver, which I showed you before, a wireless access terminal, and something called an energy cell. An energy cell is created by 4 flux crystals, 4 iron ingots, and 1 glass. And what you do with this is you can't do anything with this. It's not linked. No! And it will tell you that it's not linked. So you need to stick it into your controller. You stick it into the top and it goes down like that, and it says linked. Before it said unlinked. Now it's linked. What you do is right click. It's that simple. You are now linked. So you can access this terminal mining. So for example, I go to this cave here. Let's say I'm down mining. Oh, I need to grab a new pickaxe. There you go, got a new pickaxe. Or you're down in the cave. I just picked up some diamonds. Put them straight into the network for someone to use. Or you're about to die. Or okay, you fall off a cliff. Quickly dump everything. Oh wait, hang on a second. Oh yeah. It's quite cool, isn't it? But yeah, that's quite a clever concept. And you can, for example, I don't know what the range of this thing is, but I think it's quite far. There you go. So what's that? So okay, so if I go into Bibliocraft and get a tape measure, find out what distance is of that. "33 blocks. Yep, so 33 blocks is the distance. So yeah, 33 blocks is distance. And if that's not enough for you, you can get these things called wireless boosters, like that, and that goes into that little hole there, and that increases that range from 33 blocks, which is just about here, to huge distances, which is not that much further actually. There you go. I think it increases it like by 1. That's horrific. I thought that was going to be massive. Oh wait, hang on, does it up and down as well? There you go. But yeah, you get the picture on that sort of thing. Now let's go into how you can automate stuff. So with the sun setting and me setting it to day again, I know this has gone quite long, and it's quite a different kind of a mod review which I've done from the past. But yeah, stick around because this is quite an interesting part. Now, for example, I've got a electric furnace over here from Industrial Craft 2, powered by a compact solar array, medium voltage solar array. Now I've got these things called precision import bus and precision export bus. Now people get these confused. They think the import bus imports it into the item, and the export pass exports it out the item. The complete opposite. But where you got to think about it is it's not exporting it from the item, it's exporting it from the network. So think about everything from terms of the network, and you've got sorted. So you import it into the network. So you import into the network, imports it out. So it takes it from the item into the network, into the drive. Export, so you export it out of the network into the item. Get your head around that, nice and easy. These are created, so the import is created by a basic processor and a basic import bus. Import bus, an import bus is created by a ME cable, an ME interface, 2 iron ingots, and a sticky piston. Because sticky pistons are used for nothing these days apparently. ME precision export bus made by a basic processor, an ME basic export bus, a basic export bus is created by an ME cable, ME interface, 2 iron ingots, and a piston. So rather than a sticky piston, it uses a piston. Quite a clever concept. Sticky piston, it pulls it out. Piston, it pushes it into the item. Quite a clever concept. Quite clever, I think. So yeah, how do you make this automate? So for example, if I open the export bus, you'll see in here I've got a slot of 8 things. That means I can have up to 8 items coming out of the network on this one bus. Don't get bus confused with, transport and stuff. Bus as in network buses and stuff. Just don't go there. And on the export bus you have the same thing, so you can choose what this bus will export. So if I go into this and I get one of these and one of these, I go into here. Now you do get the items back on this, which is quite cool. So you click once, and you'll start seeing lights happening here. See ya? That every time there's a flash of light, something is happening from the network. So as you can see, oh there you go, first gold, 2 gold. So yeah, every time there's a light, an item will be either sent or received. So if you go in here, you can see that it's filled up with gold ore. And each time one comes through, another one is put in instantly, like that. And one is taken out at the exact same time. Now, for as long as this runs, it will be, all hunky-dory and happy. That is how that works automatively. You can also have the function of setting these up to go either stack mode, to choose stack mode, so single or stack. So if it's single, it moves a single item at a time. If it's stack mode, it will move an entire stack up to 64 out. And you can have redstone mode, so for example, you want to only enable it when the redstone lever is down. You can activate that, so that's quite a cool concept. So for example, if you wanted this constantly set up, but let's say you didn't want all your iron or gold being smelted at once, you just flick the lever and it stops smelting, it goes back into your drive. Quite a nice little clever concept. So anyway, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I've got one last little thing to show you. So this is a little thing I made using carpenter's blocks and the forged micro blocks. It's a proper server rack. So if you don't know what I mean, Google server racks into Google, and you'll get something that looks like this. Basically a little cupboard with your ME drives inside it, and when this is all lit up, it looks like a proper server, which is quite cool. And you can link this up into the network, so you can actually make an entire office block run off a server farm. Very clever concept, and I look forward to seeing what you guys do with it. So yeah, please post in the comment section below on ideas, what you think you can do with this stuff. I'd love to hear from you. Please post also on our Twitter using our Twitter account at coconut_family, pictures of your networks and your server farms which you've created and how they all work. I would look forward to seeing it. I may even do a showcase showing you some of them and how they work. So from me, Skotyyy, on the Blue Coconut family and Applied Energistics, I bid you a very farewell, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.